Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be reviewing our predictions for 2025. Did we get them right? And what to expect in 2026. 2025 was full of predictions on our channel. We had 25 experts talking to us about what they think, what they observed, and how to prepare. First person speak to us about predictions for 2025 was Dirk, and Dirk said brand. For years, he kept saying brand and branding is important, and he said 2025 is not going to be different. If you have brand, especially as an affiliate, you will succeed better than the affiliates without brand that are relying on exact match domains. So brand being Mr. Gamble, exact match domain being online casino dot whatever, right? And he was right. So if you invested in brand, what we saw in 2025, a brutal year of 2025 Google updates, especially the one in June that came into full force in mid-July. Okay, do I need to talk about it? If you are running affiliate website in iGaming space, you saw your traffic simply being slashed half or more, decline, anyone just and gone. A lot of websites stopped existing because they were just removed from Google search for no good reason. There was no abuse, there was no bad SEO, but Google just decided this is not it. And we saw it for websites with and without brand. However, the ones with brand dropped less because they had branded traffic, branded keywords to take them through this horrible update. And then what do we do as SEO? Something drops, we come back, we fight, and we recover it, hopefully one day. The ones with brand started to recover better, faster, and more steadily. And they keep recovering and they keep gaining the traffic back. So investing in brand was absolutely a correct decision for 2025, and it will be again a good thing for 2026. So if you are thinking right now, I want to start my own affiliate website, invest in brand. Needless to say, right now I'm talking about long-term strategies, a long-term SEO strategy that will take you through 2026, 2027, and 2020, whatever comes. But if you are thinking short-term strategies, yay, I want to rank tomorrow, maybe you don't want to work with brand. Brand works with amazingly with mentions. We talked to Marta, and Marta said, I'm going to be doing all of my SEO as I do it. Good on page, good off page, fantastic technical. And I'm mixing my off page with mentions because I believe, and from the research I've done and from what I read from other experts, is that brands are becoming the new links. And throughout 2025, we had lots of experts coming and saying mentions are the new links. And if you are not working with them, you are losing out so much. So put mentions into your strategy. Not everything needs to be a link. Google knows that your brand mentions, you see, that your brand is being mentioned. They know to attribute it to your website. Absolutely the same for 2026. You need to invest in your brand and work with mentions of this brand around the web. For example, forums such as Reddit or Quora. In your outreach articles, you just want your brand out there. Once you have your brand, protect it with brand protection websites, just saying. Now, other people spoke to us about quality of content and quality of EAT signals. Sam and Emma both said that content will be important. How you present the information on your website is going to be important. The written content, video content, short-term, long-term, all of it is going to be important. Good quality, well-researched, original content that can help users to actually convert and can help Google to understand what the page or the website or a cluster of the website is about. As well, they both went to how important it is going to be. And for 2026, we saw predictions, for example, from Marta that it will be important. And I'm with her. I think it will keep growing. So let's go a little bit to how to work with it. There'll be a whole video about this coming soon. So I'm just going to brush up on it a little bit so you understand what I mean. We all know that it is expertise and experience and trust and authority. We all know that those 4 letters by now are deep in our SEO hearts. But what does it mean? A lot of SEOs still get it wrong. They still think, I have an author, fake or real, and therefore I am answering my EAT principles. I'm done. No, authors are a little bit 2022, 2021 maybe. And that was enough back then because people were not working with authors, suddenly started to work with authors, and authors gave you some recognition as like, oh, there is a person, therefore it has to be good. But it's not enough. Right now, it's not enough. The game has changed, it's upgraded because everybody is doing this. Everybody is doing authors. Lots of people are doing fake authors. Google knows that. You know it. I know it. Not enough. So, how you work with it, you actually learn the EAT principles on the document level, domain level, and entity level, right? How it sits with the neighborhood, and you try to answer all of the or most of the signals you can, which is from the quality of content to internal linking to mentions about your websites around the web, to the links, to the outreach articles, all of it. And on page, as we are a little bit moving away from the authors, we are bringing in real people, right? Real people. So, how I would work with it in 2026. I love SEO and I would like to have my own website about SEO, something like Search Engine Journal. Think about it. What is Search Engine Journal? They give you updates on SEO as well, paid media, studies, SEO studies, and they talk about what was in conference. They really talk about SEO altogether. And they have got recognized experts writing for them. So it's exactly what I would do. I would obviously bring my point of view and I would bring my writing into it. And then I would ask experts. I would ask Alida Solis, I would ask Barry Schwartz to tell me what they think, because Google knows that Alida Solis is an expert in SEO. Google knows that Barry Schwartz talk about what's going to be new with SEO, right? So if I speak to the experts and they write for my website and then they share it on their profiles, such as LinkedIn, that they wrote for this website, I get tons and tons of EAT love. So think about that. How can you bring this simple thinking to your EAT, to your website? But stay tuned. I will have a huge video explaining how EAT actually works, and I'll give you practical tips how to work with EAT. So stay with me. Now we have other people speaking about other important things, and one very, very sad thing we talk about, and absolutely, absolutely came true, was the renaissance of black hat and gray hat SEO practices. Let's not lie to each other. We are in iGaming and we always do little bit of gray head, little bit more of gray head. It depends on which market and depends on, how much time we have to succeed. But in 2024, already we saw that black hat practices and gray hat practices and manipulation was like, wow, let's do this. And this is how we're growing. And based on that, Vadim, Alex, and Daniel said they think 2025 will be full of abuse. And they were absolutely spot on. When you think of 2025, parasite SEO became the new norm. It's in every market, in any form. If it's like taking over of all domain and putting just a part to something like existing website, I think we can talk about Casino Beats, right? There was sort of like website about conferences. Suddenly there is all about casinos. So in that case, website turned into parasite. We saw tons of posts such as build.de/casinos, post partnership, and those are ranking like crazy. Any market, build is Germany, English speaking market, Australia, absolutely flooded by parasite. Drop domains, we're seeing them, and as well new practices such as the canonicalization abuse or href abuse, and all of these ranking like crazy. And you're thinking, can I stand any chance with my normal SEO, with my normal SEO website for affiliation? So yeah, it gave us a reflection of what actually is working and what's not. A little bit of sad reflection, I have to say. But in SEO, we should sort of start to drop the head. This is white head, this is black head. This is right now SEO, whatever works. Whatever works SEO for you. And Google, if you think of it, absolutely stop giving any love to search. Because when you think of how many updates we had in 2025 and how many we had in 2024. We had 3 in 2025. In 2024, I don't know, 10 confirmed. I'll make a video about it. But there is a shift of how much love Google is actually giving to normal traditional search and how much to AI. And because they stopped caring about the good search, about the good results, anything started to rank, right? So short-term strategies became huge, and they work and they make money. And people are a little bit impatient and obviously tired that even good websites can get punished by Google, especially with nasty practices such as fake DMCA takedowns. So you just go to the black hat practices and they started to, wow, flourish in 2025. And I'm not going to lie to you, 2026 is not going to be different. Google is not here to save you. Google is not trying to clean up the SERPs from the spam and from the abuse. And as well, keep in mind that European Union announced that partnerships, so sort of parasitic practices like bill.de/casinos, that's a partnership, should not be punished by Google because there is a publisher making money, and if they choose to do this, they should not be punished by Google for making money. So if this becomes a new norm, if EU succeeds and Parasite becomes a new norm, it will be everywhere. There will be whole new players entering, and the SERPs will be again different, but it's not going to stop the growth of Black Hat SEO. Then Emilio spoke a lot, and others as well, Dina spoke a lot about AI, that there will be lots of new AI tools, there will be lots of AI threats and AI love, and we'll finally start to accept that AI is here to stay, and we'll finally start to learn how to properly work with AI. And yes, true, we started to, from being absolutely scared of it, we started to actually learn how to use it to our advantage. So yes, for sure we saw that. We saw an increase of AI tools. We saw us learning how to use AI tools, how to not to be just scared of it. And yes, we saw that ChatGPT is actually giving you traffic, that ChatGPT is growing, and that there are AI overviews. Right now, I'll jump to the next prediction that came from Natalia, international SEO, and she said AI overviews will become bigger. She spoke about European Union because that's mainly where we work. And she said the international SEOs will be first one to learn how to work with it because AI overviews will work differently for different countries. Different markets will behave differently. Somewhere will be absolutely everything will be in AI overviews. Sometimes it will not be. So we will need to learn how to work with it and how to optimize for it rather than being scared. Yes, AI overviews are taking traffic away from you. We are seeing less clicks, and this is like position zero on steroids, right? But it doesn't have to be only bad. You just need to learn how to work with AI overviews, how to appear in AI overviews. And now we are working with new terms such as geo or AIO. But geo and AIO are extension to SEO. If you don't have good SEO, you will never succeed with geo AIO because the principles are the same. You need to have content, you need to have crawlable website, you need to be indexable. So if you don't have any of the basic principles, forget AIO, geo, whatever you want to call it. So do good SEO and then you are able to do good, whatever else you want to call it. And then, of course, we had prediction as well on links. A lot of people spoke about links, saying links were important, are important, and forever will be important. But the way they are important, it's changing, right? So it used to be, let's get so many links because it works too. Let's get quality links because that works. It was, let's have PBNs because it works, then not work with PBNs. Now PBNs, again, renaissance here. PBNs are actually starting to work again. However, different quality of PBNs to what we saw in 2016. So think about what works for you as a quality link. What is your SEO link? It changed. We used to do, again, exact match. Now I would go a little bit more for long term. I would do a little bit brand. I would mix a link with mentions. It's a whole new world of links. And you need to relearn this because what you are doing in 2021 is not going to be working in 2025, 26, 27. It will keep changing. Some markets will require more links. Some markets will require one strong link. And you need to learn how this works. A lot of it is going to be on relevancy. A lot of it is going to be on placement of the link. So think of the article around it. It cannot be stupid placement. So relearn how you think of links and which links are working for you. Again, it's not going to be these links works for Australia, therefore it's going to work for Brazil. Absolutely not. And As well, I want to mention we had Greg talking about local SEO. And he said, and this is very important for iGaming as well, because you're thinking local SEO, why would I care? But he said that Google is really fighting spam in a way of spammy reviews, right? We're seeing a lot of fake reviews on Trustpilot and as well Google reviews. It's so easy to fake it. So they are started to a little bit in 2024 Q4, they started looking into the patterns of the reviews that you have, how often they're published, where they're coming from, and how they're written. And if there is a pattern of bad reviews or manipulated reviews, we are in SEO, we manipulate everything, then those reviews might be removed and you might even stop from publishing reviews. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because we work a lot with online reputation services, right? We want to make sure that reputation of our casino or our review platform has got good reputation out there, because reputation is everything. So many times we resolve to actually fake our reviews. There are places that actually offer those fake reviews, and you have got several users, you mask it with this anti-browser detection services thing, and you buy a proxy and then put it all together, and you are a person. Right now I'm Ivana in Malta, and I could be, Natasha in America for what you know, and I can create a new review. So Google is really looking into it. So if you are abusing this system and you are creating fake reviews, keep in mind that you can lose it all, because it simply can't happen. Reviews are being scrutinized as well. So when you are doing online reputation services, try to make it as believable and as organic as possible. We went through tons, but I still want to add something. 2026 is going to be right. How Google is looking into organic changed. Google really cares about AI. They're investing their money and their time in their AI search, AI overviews. That's what matters to them right now. And I really appel on you, go to the place where Google announces updates and look how many we had for 2025, how many we had for 2024, 2023, and you will see that they really truly stopped caring. So 2026 will be a ride again. But it doesn't mean that SEO is dying. It just means it's changed again. I think one of the biggest things you can do for yourself, your team, is education. Because things are changing too fast and too much not to be on top of your game. Either you find a channel that helps you educate, or you find a mentor, or you go for conferences, but keep educating yourself, because what you were doing last year and you were succeeding is simply not going to work in 2026. And this is the story of SEO. Whatever we learned changed. So please keep in mind that everything is changing. Status quo does not exist. And your SEO education should not be in status quo, should be changing with the reality of SERPs. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you at my next video.